All right. Howdy, howdy. I apologize, it's been quite a while. I have been very busy, and some of it has been on this beautiful gal, the moose. I don't think I've done anything at night, so I thought I'd show you her all lit up. So this is my back door. And on this bottom window I put that stained glass looking cool stuff. I have the bug nets. The really cool part is there is a light under here. My camp chair, I still haven't hooked up the water, but that's all right. That's my, you can plug it into the cigarette adapter or plug it into an outlet. It could be a freezer and a fridge, or one or the other, and both, and all that jazz. That's my water heater. Oh, that's my little, it gets really hot, so I took my little rug, pinned it up on the ceiling, the skylight. And this is the back side door. I have my hose and some extra rubber stuff to put around doors and stuff, and my water purifiers, some extra oil for my generator. And then this is the outdoor vent for the mini split. And the cool part, so I have the above the door light, and then I have this really cool little light down here to illuminate the steps, and the other light switches too. And then until I put my keypad door handle on, put this, when you have the door shut and you're inside, you can lock that into place, so even if somebody can get the door handle to turn, they can't open the door. Don't mind the spray foam. I have anti-moused this place, but little kitty cat bed is gonna go right there anyway. Cover that crap up. And there's Moose's googly eyes. And that's the whole shebang from the outside. Sorry, I'm getting over being sick. Oh, when the moose is loose, beware. Alright. So as you can see, I have bug nets everywhere. Have my little hanging moosies. And I have freshly installed the interior camera, which is right here, right above the moose, so you can see the whole back. And then the backup camera you can play music on this, answer your calls, all that good stuff. So the only two cameras left, and I might do the other one. These are going to be the two side cameras, so I shouldn't have any blind spots while driving. And I got all my metal set up, so that way those magnetized shelves, and I have more at my Colorado house that I'll be putting in here, and It's a paper towel rack and spice rack. It'll go right there. I think I'm gonna get rid of the microwave. I don't really ever see using it. I don't actually ever use microwaves anyway. But if I set up another interior camera, I might do it from either like this corner or that corner, or maybe even the ceiling, and point it that way. But here's my, this it'll be just a fridge, but I'm gonna use that for all the travel drinks. So that way in the fridge and this freezer will be like food items. It won't be taken up by drinks. It's got a little magnetized light. So I had taken all these shelves down, and then I put just these two up. And then this one, there's two places so you can put it above here so you don't fall down when you're in here. It just creates more room. Plus while I'm driving, so I'm gonna have the doggy bed right here. Gives more room right there. And then I just used a bucket with a lid for the trash can. I have it on dehumidify. Sorry guys. But yeah, so that's a heater and air conditioner, and added bonus of a dehumidifier. And then this can be used inside and outside. A propane oven and two burner. So outside I'm gonna put a shelf out there that folds up, so I can take this out there and cook outside. And also, while I'm working, I put my laptop outside and just use that pop-up shelf table as a working desk too. And temporarily, so this was meant to be a desk, which I will, for now, until I get to Colorado, I have a shelf that I'm going to use as a platform for my keyboard and mouse, but I have one of those arms that holds your laptop and a monitor, and it just clamps onto the back. But since I'll be using this mostly for that little wood stove that I got, and the water, I got two brackets that pop up and down, so I'll do one there and one over there. And if it's pretty much going to be up all the time, but it'll be high up enough once the mattress is in here, but I can just sit on the mattress, and I'll have my laptop and monitor clamped to the back of the shelf that I'm going to install, and then it'll be just wide enough for my keyboard and mouse, and then that frees up this area. One of the things I do want to do at my house in Colorado, I have behind the wood stove those stick-on PVC heat fireproof tiles that are really really super cool. I found it's the same company, same tiles, but the color scheme kind of goes with the colors in here. So I want to actually lay those on here and on the countertop, just to make everything match. And then eventually, like for here, I'll probably just put like a little curtain just so that stays open for that. But like right there, I'll do like a little door in those spots just to kind of cover all that crap up. I moved Mr. Moose to this wall because my iron moose came in. I have little hooks hanging. I'm not going to do the metal over here, but the curtains I have that I'll be transferring in here from the Colorado house. I'll just hang on those hooks. And they have the big silver rings, so you can just move them without having to put one of those like sliding pieces or a bar. And then I just temporarily put these up because I will have my 2 new little babies with me, and excuse me, I'm very sorry. But there was exposed wires, and so I had 3 of those boards left that I used up there. So, and then I'll just block off that little area. They're not really full on into jumping and trying to make it into crazy places quite yet. So I'm not sure if I'll have to, but I might just in case. But yeah, this is Moose After Dark. Oh, I did get these really cool little fans. And just so you guys know, this whole transformation was completely made possible by Temu and a little bit of Amazon. I did price comparisons of the exact same products. You guys can even go on there. You can get Bluetti and Jackery for hundreds less. Just going straight to the direct source where they're made, China. If there are any import fees, it includes them in the costs when you're checking out. But these batteries, I paid $125 for each. And you get them on Amazon, they're $900 each. And seriously amazing. And I have the app on my phone so I can see what percentage they're at, how many watts, all that amazing information. And I have them hooked up to my solar and the Victron. And then down here is my inverter, which I also got off of Temu for way cheap. And it works perfectly fine. This is my little toolbox area. All of my tools I got off of Temu as well. So literally I only paid maybe $2,000 or $3,000 total for everything. Literally. There were just a couple of things that I got off of Amazon, like the water heater. The ones I found on Temu, they were battery powered. I didn't really want that because I have enough outlets in here, and between those batteries and my solar panels on top, I am going to be perfectly fine. And I'm not living in this, just so you guys know. This is, my kids still live in Colorado, and pretty much everybody I know. So my goal is to head out there, and because I work from home, I can travel and work. And my son loves the idea of traveling. He hasn't really gotten to travel too much, but we have our first road trip planned from Colorado to North Carolina. We're going to stop and see a bunch of friends along the way in quite a few different states. And so we'll pretty much be traveling for the whole month of October. But we're going to do a pig roast, barbecue, potluck at my friend's. His whole neighborhood does a huge shindig every single year. And this year we'll actually be able to make it. So I'm going to take him out there. And then the goal is to travel from North Carolina up through West Virginia and Virginia, travel along the Smokies, and show him all the really cool sights that I got the amazing privilege to see when I had to work at our corporate headquarters in Charlotte, and then travel up to Pennsylvania afterward. So I want to show him all the cool spots that I got to see, and I want to take him up into Sleepy Hollow, New York, and then from there, well, once we get to Pennsylvania, I'm going to show him there's a really cool campsite for stargazing. It's actually well known around the world. It's the Cherry Springs campsite, and each little area has its own observatory, so campers can set up all of their equipment while camping to stargaze. So I'm gonna give my son his new telescope and let him nerd out for a couple nights, then bring him here to the cabin so he can see all of his chickens. And then my friend in Minnesota is going to let us camp on his land, and all of us and even more friends in Minnesota, we're going to meet up in Anoka for Halloween, because I guess it's like the best place to be for Halloween. So I got my moose costume, which is totally rad. And Nigel wants to be Mike Myers, so I'll get him his costume. But we're gonna live it up for the month of October and break this beastie in. So it's gonna be really exciting. And I'll have my two little babies and Mr. Ruger with us. And he absolutely loves those little kittens. He is totally a mommy dad. He has to be wherever they are. They can jump on him. They can play with his tail and his paws, and he does not care. And I thought he was gonna eat them, but nope, he absolutely loves them. Oh, and I gotta show you my little Halloween mugs. Halloween is my favorite, and Krampus. So whenever I set up decorations for Halloween, I leave them up through Christmas and just celebrate Krampus. It's a win-win. So I've got these fun little mugs. You charge them up, and then you put your cream and whatever else you want in your coffee, and then your coffee, and you turn it on, and stirs it up for you. So I thought I'd give those a shot. I thought that was super cute. Also made possible by Temu. I also got some fun knives. I got like 4 or 5 of them. They're all different shapes and stuff. I follow those outdoor open fire cooks on Facebook and YouTube, and they always have the most amazing knives, and Temu had these fun little ones, and I was like, well, they're not too expensive, I'll give them a shot. And they are sharp, 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 sharp. That's another one of my little moosies. But yeah, so that's an update. Sorry it took so long. She's coming along. Since it's a 2000, it has a tape deck, but there's no USBs or anything. So I got one of these. You can turn off each section, and they have the cigarette adapters, the 3, and then USBs, and then it tells you your details while it's plugged in, and it's got another USB and a C port. And I got all these little thumbs up, but they hold your cords, so that way nothing gets tangled up. But all of my camera stuff, there's this big old empty void in there, so I just have them dangling now because I still have the other 2, possibly 3 cameras that I still need to install, but they'll be tucked away there, all protected. But I did get this amazing seat cover. Has all fans on the back and the butt. I get hot very easily. I like moving air. I don't care if it's freezing cold out or 100 degrees, the air needs to be moving. You can change the strength of the fans. So I was like, I have got to have that. So actually, I do like my blue chair. The arm is broken. I gotta figure out if there's a way to fix it. But I just have it propped up on the seat belt right now, but you can see it's pretty lame. But yeah. So I leave Friday and heading to Colorado. Gonna pack up the rest of my stuff and bring it out here. But visit all my peoples and go to Casa Bonita now that it's been changed over and apparently amazing. I still liked it the old way, but apparently it's really, really cool now too. The way that they upgraded everything. So, more to come. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.